This is going to be a good one. I'm so excited about this book. I know, it's crazy. So let's see if we can... 101 things to do before you die.
Life is incredibly short. It passes by faster than you think it will. When you come to the end of your life, you are going to value people and experiences over things. Not one person, not a single person said, I wish I'd spent more time accumulating more things.
What's on your bucket list?
Well, this is something that should be a lot harder than it is currently, but like punching a Nazi in the face.
Unless you have a compelling reason to say no, always say yes. In general, have your principle be, that may take me out of my comfort zone, but I'm going to say yes. But I'm telling you that thousands of people told me this. You absolutely are much more likely to regret things that you didn't do than things you did.
What's on your bucket list?
My bucket list?
My bucket list?
A bucket list?
Boy, let's see.
I want to do burlesque one day.
Learn how to swing dance.
I'd like to get a tattoo.
I want to ride a donkey down the Grand Canyon. I think that would be a fun adventure.
What things do you want to do before you die?
What's on your bucket list?
Really want to be in a bar fight.
I want to break a law.
I would like to see $1 million. I want to touch it. I want to bathe in it.
Make out with Jason Momoa.
Is he single?
No, he has a wife, so it's sad.
How many things have you already done?
I really want to go backpacking in outer Mongolia.
Traveling to Paris.
The Great Wall of China.
Spain.
Greece.
I want to see like the crystal blue waters and like the buildings and the cliffside.
Really, really, really badly.
I've never been.
Ride across the Czech Republic on a motorcycle. That's my thing. Dracula country.
Do you live every day as if it was your last?
Perform in a well-known play, publish a successful book.
Renaissance gear and just tackling the next person that I see, like a princess or something.
What does it say at the end? Have you ever milked a cow? I have. Tick.
I've always wanted to build a time machine.
Probably get a colonic.
Hang gliding naked over a volcano.
Get locked in a cage with every big cat.
Get as close to the animals as I can, but not die.
Tea ceremony in Japan, parasailing in Peru.
Go to space.
Lists. We all have them. Instead of grocery lists, why not chart all the things we'd like to achieve in our lives?
And drive on the wrong side of the road.
I want to go to Alaska.
See the northern lights.
Travel the world.
Trying to put a piece of gum on all of the world wonders.
I want to see Niagara Falls again.
I want to own my own business.
Want to buy a house?
I want to get married.
Yeah, I would love to get married.
Having kids.
That'd be dope, like to have 2 minions of me.
Farm full of animals. Start an orphanage.
Swim with dolphins.
Like on its back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If you follow the rules all the time in life, it's going to be very, very boring. Sometimes you need to color outside the lines to create the most amazing masterpiece.
I want to own an otter. His name would be Felix. Do a crazy stunt, like maybe like jumping out of a car.
Fly like a jet fighter.
Go fast, really fast.
I really want to jump off the tallest building in Dubai.
I want to try scuba diving because I'm just terrified of water and I really want to get over it.
I want to cross one of the scariest bridges in the world.
Skinny dipping.
In one of those clear pools. Run a marathon.
Take risks. Yes.
Hike the Pacific Coast Trail.
If at first you don't succeed, keep trying.
I do want to climb a mountain, but I don't want to actually climb. I just want to appear at the top because I've seen people climb mountains and that shit's not for me.
things do you want to do before you die? How many things have you already done? Do you live every day as if it was your last? So, I haven't even opened this book. We're going to do it together. What does it say at the end? Have you ever milked a cow? I have. Tick. Made the Guinness Book of World Records. I don't think I have. Or even tried. Done the Monopoly board pub crawl. No, I don't pub crawl. Joined the Mile High Club. I have not. Okay, some of these are going to be really silly. I was thinking some of them would be kind of serious, but it looks like they're going to be kind of silly. Then it's high time you reassess your priorities. 101 things to do before you die is the definitive guide to everything you should do before it's too late. Are you ready to deep dive with me? Paid 15 rands for this book. Maybe it's going to change my life. 15 rand. Write your name here. No, not writing anything. Hey, yeah. Introduction. Lists. We all have them. Instead of grocery lists, why not chart all the things we'd like to achieve in our lives? Here's a way to chart your sporting triumphs, your sexual misadventures, your life struggles, and your reckless behavior. What follows is a list of 101 things to do before you die. Some you might have already done. Some you've always wanted to do. And some you'll have to wait a lifetime to do. Use this book as a supplement to your own things to do list. Let's go.
Time-limited possibility.
Say what you need to say. Take the backpack off. Free yourself of the emotional weight of waiting for the right time. And that freedom is available to you literally right now.
Listen up. This is good advice. It's better. This comes under the heading expire. Oh, sorry. It's better to regret something you have done rather than to regret something you should have done but didn't.
If you knew you only had 1 year or a week to live, notice how quickly you would only focus on the things that actually were important.
All right, make a list already. Geez, I can make a list. I would definitely say my list of things I regret that I did do. No, I have no regrets. I'm so glad I don't have any regrets. I want to be on my deathbed one day and go, yes, everything was perfectly timed. No. Everything was chaotically timed and awesome because I lived every moment of my life and I am ready to die. I'm ready to go and join the celestial choir. Living in the middle, but between life and death, it's what you do in the middle that counts. Start now. Okay, it says how to use this book. The concept is simple. Accomplish the 101 things to do before you die. Tick the boxes, fill in the form as you go. How am I going to do 100? There are certainly, I can tell you now, there are going to be things on here that I'm not going to do. I will not bungee jump. No, siree. I've done swings, I've done zip lines, but I'm not jumping into fresh air. Oh, I've done skydiving. So I think I don't have to push myself to the point of jumping off a bridge, seeing the ground, rushing in at me, my life flash before me.
Don't do that, just enough. It is just too much. I just know. I've watched enough bungee videos to know if I am standing on the edge of that platform, there's no ways you're going to get me off. No. Oh, shit! Oh my God! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! No! Oh, shit! 3, 2, 1. Ready? Cheers! Bye! Alright, you got any last words?
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. I'm just about to propose. Yeah, the mess is done. See that one.
Okay, we have helpful tips here. It says, okay, the rules. Always follow the rules. No, never follow the rules. Okay, follow the rules sometimes.
If you follow the rules all the time in life, it's going to be very, very boring. Sometimes you need to color outside the lines to create the most amazing masterpiece. Perform as many things to do as possible in your lifetime. Always carry this book with you. Is that a selling point or is that a selling point? Take risks. Yes. Some of the things to do in this book cannot be accomplished without a little courage, just like jumping off the bungee, jumping off a bridge with a bungee rope. I don't think that takes courage, that just takes stupidity. Okay, what's the next rule? Be creative. It may take a bit of ingenuity to complete some of the things to do. Be patient. Some things cannot be completed until later in your life, especially when you need money to do a lot of them. That's mostly the issue with most of us. If there's anything here that I can do that doesn't take too much money, doesn't take up too much time, and doesn't take me away from all my responsibilities like motherhood and my job, and yeah, that's about it, then I'm going to go do it. Be quick. Fill out the form as soon as you've completed the thing, before you forget all the details. If at first you don't succeed, keep trying. What things are on this list that I might have to practice? Okay. Push yourself. Do things you normally avoid doing. Yes, that is my mantra. Life, do things that you wouldn't normally do.
I find time and time again that when I face my fears, I usually end up enjoying it and learning a lot about myself. I'm very grateful for this experience, and I would encourage you guys to go outside your comfort zone. Do something you wouldn't normally do. I think you'll end up enjoying it and learn a lot about yourself.
Because it will enlarge your life. Like at the moment, I'm learning French. And you guys all on the other side of the screen, if you've watched my channel long enough, know how bad I am at pronouncing things that are French. When I'm trying to do perfumes and German easy, Spanish easy, Italian easy, but French is really hard. You know what I realized doing this language course so far is that French has a lot of letters that you don't pronounce. So if you try to read French, it's bad because like you don't go un, it's Anyway, there's so many other examples of that. So that's why French is so hard, because you can't just read it. You got to know what not to sound. Okay, I'm going off the track here. Let's get more into this.
Everybody panics about intrusive thoughts, but let me tell you, thoughts are just thoughts. Thoughts mean nothing. There are no facts to them. Thoughts are literally just thoughts. They do not exist outside of your mind, outside of your presence. Typically, your intrusive thoughts are going to be things that you would not do. You wouldn't just typically do. Like, they feel really real and scary and intrusive. That's why they're called intrusive thoughts. And one of mine, and I know a lot of you already know this, is a hammer, right? Every time I touch a hammer, I have this desire to bludgeon everyone in the house to death or anybody else. It's been like that since I was a small child. Yeah, but I'm not going to do it. We actually make fun of it here. They're like, oh God, mom's getting the hammer. Holy hell, everybody take cover. I'm like, yep, take cover. We just make fun about it. Stop breathing life and fear into your intrusive thoughts. They are what they are. Next time you're driving down the road and you're like, what if I just, woo, oh, but wee. It's just an intrusive thought. Let's not make it deeper than it is.
Above all, have fun. The things to do are supplement to your daily life. Take the opportunity. Tick. Some things you will need: a beer, a partner, some friends. Ooh, spray cans? Luck, patience, fruit, a golf ball, spontaneity, a stick of chalk, a baklava or ski mask, a dart. No. Okay, here is the warning, okay? It says, when embarking on the 101 things to do before you die, you do so at your own risk. Proceed only under complete supervision. So this is not for kids, okay? The author and publisher accept no responsibility for any accidents. If you agree to these terms, please sign below. I'm not signing nothing. Okay, then it's got the list of everything. Okay, and here is the first one, is write a bestseller. I have written 4, but they're not bestsellers, but I have written 4 books. So I can tick that, I guess. It's got kind of cool things here. Your form where you can like tick off, write your idea, all of that. So I guess I should put that in. Okay. And it says when you're writing a book, it can happen at any time. Once it does, you can't shake it. You might already have your idea to write your first novel, but you just haven't got the time to develop it. Write in your spare time, in your lunch break, at work, or give up your job and be a full-time author. Wouldn't we all love to just give up normal jobs and just do something we're passionate about? So clearly this is like for someone who actually has money in the bank. Swim with I've swum with, when I was in Mozambique, I swam with, it was a type of shark. Lion shark or something. I can't remember what it was, but they're very, very timid. And yeah, I was scared. I was scared out of my wits. As soon as I got in the water, because now you go in a little boat from the beach. First obstacle was obviously having to get this dinghy over the waves, and it was just not for me. Then we now are riding in this dinghy onto, you know, the big wide sea, and I'm starting to feel nauseous and seasick. And then the ultimate challenge was, no, the ultimate challenge was on the way back. I'll tell you about that. But the next little challenge for me was then jumping off with my scuba gear and everything, and into the dark water where anything could be underneath. And also we knew that there were sharks, but these sharks were not the bad sharks that want to bite your leg off. They were just normal. Why am I telling the story? Anyway, so I have done this one. I have swum with things. I'd love to swim with dolphins, and it's quite possible just off the coast here in Port Elizabeth. I just need to get myself like a board, paddle board, and they often are in the bay and swimming around, people paddling. So maybe I should look into that. That'd be kind of cool. And then back to the story about the sharks and swimming with them. We're now heading back inwards, and that was also just chaos because I'm now seasick. I'm not happy. I wasn't happy being in the dark, cold water with these things swimming underneath me. And so the trauma is already traumaing. And then we have to now head onto the beach. And, you know, with a dinghy, you have to get some energy and speed. And the boat, we're heading to the shoreline, and the boat's like goes up and then doof, doof, and then lands on the beach. And I had enough by then. I was done. I was gone. I got off. I took everything off, and I like walked off, and I was like, how often have you done something where you walk off afterwards? You're like, I'm never doing that again. And then yet you look back now and you think that was pretty cool. I rocked. Win an award. Trophy or prize. I've won many awards and trophies and prizes throughout my life. I don't need to do that. Are we talking about school? You know what? I do want to win this certain award. I had my idea on this award that I really want. It incorporates me getting a brand new iPad. So what it is it's the Apple Awards for education. And I have been working with my kids throughout for the last 3 or 4 years, trying to get them to incorporate music, performance, drama in the class, and then recording a little YouTube video. Well, not a YouTube video, recording a dramatic little story. I'm actually gonna put some in for you now to watch because they are excellent. These are 12-year-olds that have developed these little movies.
Hey, now this is Cousin Steffi. Don't slow down and fly.
All systems are ready.
Hey, boo! What kind of noise pollution is this? It's a street, not a club. No, the cops. Let's see if this guy can catch up to Cousin Express. Hey, just stop. I swear I'll do my job after this if we make it through. No way, just enjoy the ride, man. Hey, we almost hit that cow. This is madness. No, Zippo. That's just cause you're driving, my friend.
Yes, I'm gonna need a bigger ticket book for this one.
Do you know how fast you're going? The music is like a club in there. Officer, I wasn't speeding. The music makes it feel fast. You should try it sometime, eh?
I should fine you for reckless driving, disturbing the peace, and a bad taste in music.
Bad taste on his life, officer.
Step out of the taxi.
What's he gonna do now?
Okay, please. Just stop the taxi. I won't find you. Not until you admit Pompey's life.
Fine, Pompey's life.
Don't worry, officer. That's right on me, eh? Cousin Express, baby. Fast, loud, and unforgettable, eh?
Anyway, so the prize is that out of the whole of South Africa, if you the age group, if your kid or your pupils win the age group and the category, then you get a new iPad and they get a new iPad, and then you crowned like the most awesome Apple educator in that age group in South Africa for 2025.
or 2026. Catching a fish with your bare hands. I think I might have done that as a kid already because I live by the coast. Make a discovery, like discovering the sea camp. Have I made a discovery of some sort? I've discovered who I am. Tick. I don't want to throw a house party. It doesn't interest me. There's another one here that doesn't interest me. Realize your childhood dreams. What was my childhood dream? I wanted to be a microbiologist so bad. I said that already in a past video because I used to read Robin Cook as a teenager. I was obsessed with his books. And I loved the idea of the Ebola virus and discovering new viruses. And I read Outbreak and I read books about the coming plague and all these. I mean, I just thought that I'd love nothing better than to be left alone by the whole world and just sit in a laboratory all day and looking through a magnifying, those things, and just checking out like little swimming cells in a petri dish. That was my childhood dream, which I'm glad isn't my reality. Learn that instrument, yes. Okay, I am a pianist, I play the guitar, I play the clarinet, and I'd like to learn the bass guitar, and I would still like to continue my studies on the violin. It's been a journey on the violin. It's really hard. Leave your mark in graffiti. No, I don't like to. Okay, right. I kind of have, but I had permission to do it. I'll show you a picture. I painted this beautiful mural outside our music department. I don't know if that's kind of an outside piece of art, and I had permission. So I've done that. Good. I'm getting there. Storm chase a tornado. We don't have tornadoes here, so I'm not doing no storm chasing. And I also have kids, and I care for my life. So get a piece of art into an exhibition. I have many times, so I don't need to do that one. Meet someone. I meet people all the time. I don't need to do that one. Ride the world's biggest roller coaster. Guys, this could be one. This could be one I'd like to do. Put in the comments if you've ever ridden like one of the world's biggest roller coasters and tell me what your experience was like. And I'm going to try and see if I can find some footage of people riding. What is the world's largest roller coaster? I'm going to see if I can find some footage. What else? Stage dive or crowd surf. I'm sure I've done that. Get into the Guinness World Book of Records. I'll leave that to other YouTubers because I don't feel like shoving like 100 marshmallows into my mouth.
To count.
Right? Own a pointless collection. Oh, I have many pointless collections. I'll have to show you. I have a stamp collection from 3 generations back, so that was like my great-grandmother's or something, and it's been passed out, so it's going to make me a lot of money one day. I have a coin collection, and that was the same from my grandparents. And I have a thimble collection, like, old thimbles. And I have, I don't quite know what they are, but they're tiny little porcelain jewelry boxes. I have to get it out and show you as well. What else do I collect? I collect instruments because obviously I'm a musician. Every musician collects instruments. A book collection, those type of things, very odd. But they're saying a pointless collection. Buttons? Master poker. No, I could never master poker because I cannot lie. And I'm so naive. There's just no ways I can even play that game. Get backstage. Would I want to be backstage at the concert? No, because I'm a musician myself, and I know that we're absolutely normal human beings that don't need to be praised. And I feel absolutely no need to go backstage and meet another musician or a rock god. Be a human guinea pig. I suppose we were all human guinea pigs with the COVID vaccine, which I didn't get. Go up in a hot air balloon. Yes, that one, guys. Me. I'm going to still do that one. I want to go up in a hot air balloon.
over the Serengeti. I have been at a hot air balloon show when I was in my 20s. It was in just outside London. Can't remember the name, but I have put it in a previous video. That was really cool. Just seeing them going up there, flying so quietly through the air. How many accidents have happened? Not good. Jeez. Get arrested. That's not for me. I've never been arrested, and nor do I want to be arrested. See a space shuttle launch. I'm not really that interested in that. I can see it on the internet, and it's just never been a thing for me. I will say, you know what I really would like to do is see a building implode. You know when they put what's the word I'm looking for? Explosives underneath the building because it's now derelict and they need to get rid of it, and then they just blow the whole thing up, and it just I would love to witness that, real witness it, not just on YouTube. The problem is in South Africa, the government doesn't really have money to blow up derelict buildings. They kind of just stay there, and then someone falls on someone, and yeah. But that would be cool to see. Capture the moment. Capture an award-winning photograph. This December, I've decided I'm going to do a 30-day challenge of just taking a photograph with my cool Canon camera every day and then creating a video with that. I think that would be awesome. This is the one I won't do. No siree, Bob, no bungee jumping for me. See an erupting volcano. I've seen that already. I went to Vanuatu in my early 20s, and there was a live volcano there. It wasn't erupting. It kind of just was seeping. Skydive, tick, done. Meet your idol. Not interested in meeting my idol. I'd rather meet a mentor. That's amazing, an amazing leader. I wouldn't mind meeting Tony Robbins.
Disappointments. Everyone's going to have challenges. Everyone's going to have problems. Everyone's going to have things that you're not ready for. The one thing everyone in this room is going to experience, no matter how smart you are, no matter rich you are, no matter how spiritual you are, no matter how much of an achiever you are, is everyone's going to have extreme pain at times. Pain is not an option. Pain's part of life at times. Suffering is an option or not.
If you could meet anybody in the world, who would you like to meet that's living? That you feel would have an incredible impact on your life? I was listening to Tony Robbins when I was a kid, late teens, and he had so much influence on my life. Another one is Dr. Wayne Dyer and Chopra. What's his first name? Yeah, these are all gurus that I think are amazing people. Stay in the best suite. That sounds exciting, but I've done that many times because as a pianist, I traveled the world and I lived in hotels all the time. So I've lived in hotels. I have no desire to be staying in more hotels and paying money for that. Experience weightlessness? Maybe. That would be cool. See the aurora borealis. This one, I want this one. See the, I've got to say it right. Aurora borealis. Borealis. Apparently we can see it in South Africa sometimes, so we'll you never know. I might be able to even see it from here. But I'd love to go to Alaska or Iceland. I don't like the cold, but seeing that would be very powerful. I know you can see them in Canada as well, but just a little bit more up north. And I loved Canada when I visited there, but I stayed mostly on the south of Canada. Get to score a hole in one. I have done that in putt-putt. So does that count? Design your own cocktail. I have absolutely no desire because I do not drink alcohol. Play a part in your favorite TV show. Guys, I'm playing a part in my favorite TV show right here on YouTube. It's called Musa. So I don't need... And in fact, if I could play a part in somebody else's YouTube channel, that would be classic. Yes, let's make that happen. Visit every country. Well, the only countries I haven't visited is South America, Northern Europe, so Finland, Scandinavia, Russia. I've done the Middle East. I haven't done India. I haven't done China. I've done Thailand. I've done Australia, New Zealand. I haven't done Japan. And then, of course, in America, I've been to America, and Canada, but I haven't done Alaska. I haven't done Iceland, all those. So I've done most of the world, but there are, I think, the most interesting bits and pieces are still out there for me to see. So I'm going to put that on my list. Make a fire without matches. I've done that when I was on a
like an outward, whatever you want to call it, like a outdoorsy training camp when I was in my teens. See the animals in the wild? I do that every day almost. I can, in South Africa, you can just go to the game park next door. I just put up a video of going and seeing giraffe and lions, and you know, they're right here. I live in that side of the world. I even saw a bear. A bear when I was in Canada. I was in the Gaspé region, and my friend and myself were just like walking nicely there up the coastal. There was a little walk there, and it was just like one of those brown bears, so small little. It was a mother and a baby, so we did stay far away, but they were just chowing some berries. They weren't interested in us. But yeah, I have seen a bear. Go to the dogs. A day at the races. I have no interest in seeing a dog race. Get a free upgrade on a plane. When I'm a celebrity YouTuber, yes. Be friends with your ex. Yes, I am friends with my exes. My 2 ex-husbands I am friends with. I wouldn't say they were my friends, but we're good. And most of my exes, just ex-partners, I'm always friends with them if they would like me to be. If they don't want me to be in their life, then I'm good with that. Hit your targets. I have shot a gun before. My dad is a farmer, so I've done my fair share of shooting. Throw a dart into a map and then travel to where it lands. When I have the money, that would be fantastic. Attend a film premiere. You know, guys, I'm not into going out to watch movies. And just movies of late, it's just not something that I enjoy watching anymore. I'll be honest, with my ADHD, it's a lot for me to sit in one place for 2 hours or 3 hours for a movie. Unless it's something that is absolutely phenomenal that you have to see on a big screen. Then, but I don't know if I go to the premiere. Why would I want to go to the premiere? There'll just be too many people. I don't like being around too many people in crowded places. I can't breathe. Do a runner. No, I don't do illegal things. In other words, you go to a restaurant, you eat and you don't pay, you run off. Scuba dive, I've done. Milk a cow, I've done. Be present when your country wins the World Cup. I wasn't there. We won the World Soccer Cup in 2000 and something, and then we also won the rugby 1995 World Champion. I can't remember what it was, and I wasn't there, but I was there. I was only like 17 or 18, so I was watching it on TV, and trust me, being around your friends when something amazing like that happens and feeling that amazing energy and enthusiasm I'll never forget it. See both the solar and lunar eclipses. I haven't documented it, but I have seen them. Write your name over a star. I would never do that. I've been to LA and I've the Hollywood Walk of Fame, whatever, and I've got a picture of myself. I'll see if I can find it, where I am Eddie Murphy, his little fingerprints and stuff, and my hands fit his hands. So I was quite chuffed with that. But I wouldn't write my name on top of it. Learn another language. That's what I'm busy with now. I'm learning French. Read the greatest books. Yes. I actually have the book 1001 Books to Read Before You Die, and I've been making my way through that list. So I have read the greatest books. One of my favorite books is The Great Gatsby, and we did that in high school, and there's something about the way that book is written. It moved me, and I've read it many times, and I still love it. It's a bit like Frankenstein as well, just beautifully written. I like good writing. This one says score the winning, and I have done that when I was in high school. I was quite a good hockey player, and once or twice I scored the winning goal. Great feeling. Gate crash a fancy party. You know, one thing I would love to do with a cool friend of mine that would be game is to gate crash a wedding. Just like arrive there and just like pretend you know everyone. And
Sanjay Collins, Chuck Vindaloo, Seamus O'Toole, Bobby O'Shea. I'm ready to get drunk.
John and Jeremy are the masters.
You know how they say we only use 10% of our brains? I think we only use 10% of our hearts.
But it needs to be one that's really big so nobody knows each other. That would be fun. Okay, that sounds like something I'd like to do. And then see the all-time greatest films. I think that would be wonderful. It's actually got a list of films to watch. That seems like something I'd like to do. Okay, I like that. I'm going to try that list. That's cool. Okay, then it says live in the place you love. That is on my list. Where would I really love to live? I would love to live in the Tsitsikamma forests or up in the Karoo in South Africa in the middle of nowhere with my little hut, my little river, my little mountain, all my little animals,
my own water, my own electricity, my own little veggies, away from it all. And I'm painting, I'm doing my YouTube, I'm doing my little travels and excursions. That's the life. That would be to live in the place I love. Leave a job you hate. I have done that. Done that, and now I'm in a job I love. Take part in a police lineup. I don't think we get a chance to just be part of a police lineup. So I have no desire to do that. Get away with the perfect whoopee cushion. I've done that before to people. Perfect prank or hoax. Make the front page of a national newspaper. I was on the front page of a national newspaper, or the Port Elizabeth, the Herald, when I was 12, and it's the most fabulous photograph ever. I had been chosen for the provincial choir, and I was such a knob. I was such an idiot. I'll never forget that photograph because I was so embarrassed when that photograph came out the next morning. I had this phobia of having a photograph taken without my eyes open. So when they say they're going to take the photo, I went like this with my eyes, and so there I am in the middle of the photograph, on a huge photo on the front page of the newspaper, with my eyes open like, oh, it's so bad. And I was even leaning forward. It was, so yeah, I got that one. Drive a car at top speed. I think if I went and did like a car, like a upper level driving course, then I would do that. But I'm not going to just do it just willy-nilly. Shout drinks on me, no, because I don't go to bars and drink. Be part of a flash mob. I'm too old for that. I mean, we're never too old to do anything, but that just doesn't. Visit. And then it tells you all the different places to visit. This page I'm going to keep and look at because that sounds cool. It says here, the Colosseum in Rome. I've done that. Uluru in Australia. That's a big rock. I haven't seen that. Machu Picchu in Peru. I'd love to do that. The Pyramids of Giza. I've seen it because I was in Egypt, but only at the airport. So I've seen them from far away, but I haven't actually been there. That would be cool. Christ the Redeemer, Rio de Janeiro. Sydney Harbour, Australia. I've done that. The Taj Mahal in Delhi. I'd love to do that. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia. I've done that. Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Got a picture. Done that. Grand Canyon in Arizona. Done that. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Done that. The Great Wall of China, still to do. So yeah, I've done something. Save someone's life. I'm a level 3 first aider, so I've had times where I've had to save people's lives in a small way. I like this page. Learn to say hello and goodbye and greetings in different languages, and then it's got all the languages, and you can tick off when you've done that. That one I want to do. That's cool. Invent a word. Okay, I could coin one. No worries. Let's see. I'll see if I can do that one. Have enough money to do all the things on this list. So what things do I need to do? Oh, is that what's coming up? Okay. So stand on the international date line. So if you had a lot of money, you could do these things. Stand on the international date line. Okay. Maybe I've done that already. Learn to fly a plane. I have no ambition to fly anything. My brother's a helicopter pilot, and it's in our family. I play the piano. It's hard enough. Get a tattoo or a piercing. Got piercing. So no tattoos, but that's good. I've got that already. Invent something. I'm not that type of person. So I don't think I'm going to invent something. Learn astronomy. I think that would be fun. Okay, I'm going to try that one. Drink a vintage wine. So I've got a story here quickly. When I was in the Middle East, there were many rich men around when I played the piano there. And the one day, one of them gifted me a bottle of wine from the prince's. It was in Al Ain, and the understudy of the prince of the UAE or whatever it was, the prince, not the king, the prince. He went and got a bottle from the prince's wine cellar or whatever, and it was very rare. And when I looked it up, and this was like in the year 2000, it was worth £2,000. I didn't know what to do with this bottle. Anyway, and I had my uncle who actually got me traveling, and he gave me a world ticket when I was in my early 20s. I gave it to him, and I think they drank it one night. But yeah, I'm not a connoisseur of wine, so I wanted to give it to someone who could appreciate it. Answer a personal ad. Well, I've been on Tinder, and I guess that. Spend Christmas on the beach. I have many times, because in South Africa, it's summertime at Christmas. Get barred from a pub or bar. No, I'm not interested in that because I don't drink. Build your own house. Yes, one day I will. when I live in the middle of nowhere, in the forest or in the Karoo, I'm going to build my own house. Well, I'm not going to build it, but I'll get someone to build it for me. I'll decorate it. Skinny dip at midnight, done that. In the sea, in the dark. Was fun, was liberating. Sell all your junk on eBay. I sell all of my junk on Yaga and Facebook Marketplace. I'm doing that already. Visit the world's tallest buildings. Okay, this one, yes. Let's do that. Let's see what I can do. What have I done already? But you see, it changes, guys. I don't know when this book was thing, but I mean, a lot of these aren't the highest places anymore. Empire State Building, the Bank of China, Union Square, Shanghai World Financial Center. I'd have to go to China and the Middle East to see most of them. Run a marathon. This would be cool. This would be on my list. I'd like to do that. Run a marathon, yes. Conquer your fear. I've done that. If you watched any of my previous videos, my biggest fear as a child was heights. And I'll insert a video here, hopefully. I conquered that fear by now mountain climbing and doing various hikes that are on cliff faces, and I can do it without fear. Get married unusually. I've been married twice. I have no need to get married again. And oh wait, actually, I did get married unusually. I came in on an elephant on my first marriage. I'll see if I can find some photos. So that's getting married unusually enough. And then all the people that came to my wedding, they ended up feeding the elephants while they were waiting for the ceremony or the reception. Throw away the instant noodles. It's time to learn to cook. I'm loathsome to learn to cook, but maybe one day. Okay. Publish a cult website. I have no desire to publish a cult website. Own original works of art. I have my own art all up over my walls. I don't need to own somebody else's art. Complete the Monopoly board pub crawl. Not interested because I don't go to pubs. Get something named after you. My YouTube channel is named after me. Done. Get revenge. Someone has done you wrong. You've lent a friend money and you've never seen them again. You've had a job where they take everything and give nothing. You've been dumped by your partner and it turns out they were seeing your sister all along. You've been taken for a ride. Anger has turned into hate. Hate has turned into brooding and plotting. It's time to put the wrongs right. You know, I don't have a malicious bone in my body. This is not something like taking revenge. This is not my thing. But that was fun. Revenge against work. Revenge if you dumped. Revenge of the nerds. If you were bullied as a child for being a geek, find your tormentor and rub your current success and glamour in their face. Anyway, I'd ask you to fill all that in. Put it in the comments if you'd love to get revenge on someone, or if you have, and the funny story of how you made that happen. Be an extra in a film. Could be fun. If I was asked. I think I've been part of someone's music video before though. I've got a lot of music friends, so. Live out of a van. Yes. Yes, I want to travel South Africa and live in the back of a van for a bit. I've seen that. I've seen all the, I've just got so many YouTubers that I watch, ladies, and they travel around these buses, and they just, that to me, my next little adventure in my life will be in a bus, traveling around South Africa. Confess. I confess all the time on this channel. What does it want you to confess? Secrets. Everyone has them. We carry the burden of our secrets around with us every day. They're always with us. If you're lucky enough to forget about them, you know it's only a matter of time before it all comes flooding back and the guilt is even stronger than before. Things can go too far. And once they have, you have a simple choice. Confess or lie. 9 out of 10 times we lie. Our tiny lie will solve the problem in the short term, but in the long term, lies gather momentum, and before you know it, it's too late. It's turned into a monster, and you're swept up in a huge web of lies. It's time to confess. Use the form opposite to confess your sins. Get it off your chest. Do it. Come on, confess. Reach 100 years of age. Yes, I would love that. So every decade or every year of your birthday, you tick it off. That is a really cool page. I like that. Continue your gene pool. I have. I've had 3 children. I don't need to do more for the gene pool. Appendix. I've had my appendix out, but that's not this type of appendix. Okay, your things to do. List the things that you'd like to do that weren't mentioned in the book, and then it's got the things you want to do. And I suppose you could tick it off. Pocket-sized checklists. Okay, you can thank people for what they did to help you achieve your certain goals. And then Other possible things to do. Climb Mount Everest. I don't want to climb Mount Everest, but I wouldn't mind climbing Mount Kilimanjaro or just the Drakensberg. That's very pretty and doable. Steal your own Christmas tree. Make a #1 record. Maybe. I'd be even happier for my friends. There are 1 or 2 of them that I would really like to see their music and their albums go big. They deserve it. Get bitten by a shark and survive. Why would someone want that on their list of things to do before they die? I mean, that could make you die. Eat something that's still alive. What's the strangest things you've ever eaten? Strangest thing I've ever eaten is crocodile. When I was in Zambia. Ostrich and crocodile. Ostrich is pretty normal here in South Africa, but crocodile, and it was cool. It tastes like a mix of fish and chicken. Chicken texture and like a fishy taste. Rule the world. How about I just rule myself? And with that, that's the end of the book. How many of the things that are in here would you like to do? And how many things, why don't you comment, put a comment, put something down in the comments that tells me about things that you think should be in this book. And something that, what about fall in love? I think everyone should fall in love by the time they die. And what about finding a best friend? What about giving something to someone that they would never been able to have had you not helped them get that? Just yesterday, I had the most amazing opportunity to gift a piano to one of my pupils that doesn't have their own piano. That was wonderful. It wasn't something I did. It was someone who reached out to me and said that they have this piano and they don't want money for it. They just want me to gift it to a deserving boy that I teach, that I feel would make the most of it. And that was such a wonderful thing to do. So yeah, what could you gift someone that might change their life? All right, I'll see you in the next one. It's been quite a long video. Toodaloo. See you soon.